Hey, John Rowe. The topic of the podcast. We should do a podcast. Oi, John. Hey, John Rowe. We should do a podcast.
The topic of the podcast together, and honestly, I'm excited.
G'day, drunks, and welcome to a bonus episode called Lords of the Bottle-O. This is where I sit down with a good mate as we crack a few cold ones and shoot the shit. Joining me, as always, is my much more attractive friend. It's Callum. How are you, buddy?
Yo, brother. I wouldn't say that, bro. Don't do yourself like that, but I appreciate it.
Oh, mate.
But no, I'm doing well, bro.
I'm staring at you right now. You don't have to lie to me. I'm like a pasty goblin on this video chat, and you're like a bronze Adonis. It is.
Oh, bro, no. Don't do yourself like that, brother.
How you been, buddy?
Yeah, good, bro. Just fucking made sure I did all my chores this morning because I think after slapping a few cold ones down, I doubt I'm going to do fuck all. So
Yeah. These Bottle-O eps do get
not too much.
These Bottle-O eps do get the best of us always. I mean,
yeah,
and they're
exactly.
cursed as well. Like we lost another Bottle-O ep in between this and the last one. It wasn't your fault this time.
But it wasn't
was
my fault. It wasn't my fault. I mean, hey, it is what it is, bro. We still got to sit down and fucking have a yarn, so
yeah,
it's all good. Eh?
Yeah, but if we keep losing these podcasts, I'm pretty sure both of our partners are going to wise on that this is just us
Yeah,
fucking lying to get a chance to drink during the day.
yeah, good point. Yeah.
So yeah, we did do an episode about Kraken and Dry, which was like a pre-mixed whiskey, I think it was a pre-mixed whiskey drink.
Yep.
It wasn't that great.
Nah.
I haven't had one.
No,
since.
I think our pot, like our yarning was fucking on point as usual, but the drink was like I don't know. I was excited at the start, and towards the end, you and I were like, it's a drink.
Yeah, I think that
there's not much
was
going
really
on.
disappointing. And then when I lost the episode, because what happened was after we recorded, I took the micro SD out of the Rodecaster here, and I just sat it on my desk or whatever. And the next day, I was vacuuming, and I must have just knocked it off and vacuumed it up, and it's gone. Because like I can't find it, and that was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
So yeah, it's gone, gone forever. Ah well, but.
It is what it is.
Yeah. We said on the end of that episode, as we do on all these episodes, we said we were going to drink next, and we've set XPAs. So that is an extra pale ale. So that is the beers we are drinking today. Do you want to talk about the first beer we're drinking today?
Yeah, bro. So again, we've got because like we've mentioned on the other pods that it is hard for us to get the same beers. So I was fucking super stoked to be able to get some bloody the Coopers XPA, because it was a beer that you had sent me a few snaps of you drinking and saying, man, like you've got to give this a go. And I was I think I can only find it in one bottle shop in all of Tauranga City.
Really?
And I just walked in one day and I was like, fuck yes, man. I was buzzing. And I think they've got, because there's that new blue one, or it might have been out in Australia for a while, but they've got the blue one as well, the Pacific Pale Ale.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, yep. So I think that's a new one. So they've got that. So maybe we'll have to try some of them as well. But yeah, so, and this is Australian made, Australian owned. It's the inner Aussie in me was just jumping at the bit to see this. I was like so excited, man.
Yeah, man. Coopers. One thing I want to do on a future episode is I want to do the Coopers Rainbow with you, where we get all the different colours of Coopers and we just drink all the Coopers. Because there's Coopers Green is the original, right?
Yeah.
Coopers Red is the stronger one.
Yeah.
And then you've got Coopers Purple, which is the XPA. Coopers Yellow, which is the stout.
Yeah.
Coopers Blue, you just mentioned, which was what's that, an IPA or something like that?
Yeah. Or apparently it's a new. I went on their website and it's saying it's a Pacific Pale Ale. So it's this new type of trendy beer that's coming out. So it obviously must be some type of hops they're using. So I think it's a new type. They're on the bandwagon. So it's a new
Fair enough.
form of beer.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we should do an episode one day where we do the Coopers Rainbow. We'll probably have to wait till you're over in Australia, because I'm guessing tracking down all the different colours of Coopers in New Zealand might be a fucking nightmare, brother.
Yeah, well, I'll have to have a look, but I have seen most of the colours, to be honest. I think a lot of them are in tallies, so I'll be getting hammered, or I'll just have to pour glasses, but I don't know. I'll probably end up drinking the whole thing.
Fuck. Yeah, so we'll do the Coopers Purple first. We've got a few other... I think we both got one other beer that we want to try, and we've also got our first straight spirit that we're going to try on these bonus episodes. I'm just realising how absolutely cut I'm going to be at the end of this.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And this episode's got to go out today too. Fuck.
But have you seen that these are... the purple cans are 1.5.
1.5.
5.2.
I know, and this is my favourite XPA. I love Coopers Purple.
Yeah, bro.
I hesitate buying it all the time though, because 1.5 standard drinks per can is kind of nutty. Like it is. It's fucking batshit insane. Should we crack these open? I'm thirsty.
Bloody oath, bro. I'm fucking keen. Oh, another good.
Ooh,
yep.
I think we harmonised on that one. I think we did it at like the perfect time. That was really nice.
I know. I fucking like that, bro. I have to tip mine in. I'm getting real fucking snooty, bro. I've got a beer. I've got a glass. Oh, fuck.
Callum just poured that.
Holy shit. Look at the head on that, bro.
That is half.
Fuck, that was terrible.
A pour of head. I'm drinking straight from the can because
fucking terrible.
I'm true blue. You can drink from your Stein glass. How great is this beer, by the way? Like it is,
bro.
For anyone out there who hasn't had an XPA, it's basically just like a really fruity IPA. Really, it's just really and they tend to have a lot of like the citrus fruits in it. So this one's saying this is a smooth and well balanced extra pale ale. It is full of fresh citrus hop flavors. Cooper's unique flavors and cloudy appearance derives from our brewing method. So they do a top-up fermentation. So when they can this, they put a little bit more... what do they do? Yeah, they add a small amount of yeast is added to our beer just before packaging to enable a second fermentation in the can, which carbonates the beer and enhances the flavour.
Which is like when you get Cooper's Green, you usually my stepdad that's his go-to beer, Cooper's Green. Jamie, shout out JL.
Yeah.
He always gives it a little shake, or I think at the bars in Oz they usually give it a little roll, but he says fuck that, you need to give it a good shake. He gives it a fucking shake.
I think friend of the show, Joshy Boy does the same thing too. He's a Cooper's Green boy, isn't he? Always talking about this.
Yeah, fuck. I haven't drunk with him in a while.
Yeah.
So fuck, that man will drink anything anyway.
Yeah, he's not. Actually, no, he is kind of picky because he always gives me shit every time I pull out a 6-pack of something different that's not fucking VB.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I think a friend of the show and your brother Tyson recently had a birthday. Recently, I think it was a few weeks back now. And we were all sitting around your parents' place having some beer and some dinner and stuff like that. It was a really sick night, actually. It was fantastic. And I brought...
Yeah, wish I could have been there.
Yeah, I brought a 6-pack of XPAs there. I think it was the Tinnies XPAs, and was just crushing those. And everyone was like, oh, why are you drinking that? Why are you drinking... And like... Fucking everyone... Like, I gave Tyson a beer because it was his birthday, and he took like 2 sips and was like, nah, brah. Man, XPAs is the best. I don't get people sleeping on them. Hey?
Hard out, bro. No, and remember Tyson... Well, the other day he was giving a shit about it, or I think I was playing, Skyping with John and that, and we're all playing Mario Kart, and he was giving a shit about it again as well, and he's like, no, I drink the best beers, and fucking Tui's... What is it? What is he drinking?
Tui's
Old.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck off. That's the most basic beer you can get.
Exactly. It's fucking...
Like, don't come at me, bro.
No. Don't...
Love you, Tayo. Not trying to give you a dig out, but
fuck it, no.
That beer's shit.
Give it to him.
That beer's shit.
It is fucking terrible. Man, I had a bit of a run in the other day with the fuzz, with the man in blue, ACAB, brother.
Oy.
I was driving to work and they had a set up. The burps are already coming. Hold up. Jesus. They had set up a roadside RBT and RDT, so they were doing breathos for alcohol and tongue scrapes for drug testing. So on my way to work, and I obviously wasn't drinking that morning, or I wasn't drinking the night before even. I didn't have to worry about any drugs in my system because I'm not a recreational drug user. Not that there's anything wrong with recreational drug users. Anywho, you do you. Everyone's good. But yeah, so I got pulled into this RBT RDT, and I've pulled up, And the officer's come down and he's, given the knock on the window, rolled down the window, yada, yada, yada. You know how it goes.
Yep.
And
the procedure. Yep.
I was being pretty cocky about it because, in my head I knew that I was not going to blow anything because I hadn't been drinking and I wasn't going to fail the drug test because I didn't have any drugs in my system. And so I blew into the breatho. As you do, you count to 10. No, you don't blow in, you count to 10. So I started counting to 10. I got to 10.
Yep.
I hear the buzz, and then he doesn't really. The police officer, real short guy, by the way, short ginger dude. I don't know if that helps with the story, but
No, I've got it in my head now. I can picture it.
Good.
Yep.
Okay.
I had him as a big motherfucker. So now I'm okay. Okay. Yep.
Anyway, I hear a little beep, and then I see his hand leave the breatho, and then turn his body camera on.
Fuck off,
yeah,
dude.
Just turns the body camera on, and he's just like, just so you know, I'm turning the body camera on because you have blown .07. As you're a P2 provisional license, this is an immediate loss of your license, and I've just literally all the color in my face is gone. I'm fucking trembling.
You would have shat yourself.
I was shitting myself.
That's crack up.
I was so fucking nervous, and I started panicking. I was like, But officer, I haven't been drinking. I didn't have a drink last night. I had a drink 2 nights ago, but .07, that's a lot. And he's like, okay.
Yeah.
And I could just tell he wasn't believing me at all. Just not giving me a bar. But then I realized I keep mouthwash in the car because as an ex-smoker, of cigarettes, when I quit the cigarettes, I put mouthwash in my car to replace the habit. So instead of having a durry, I just chuck some mouthwash in my car and rinse it in my mouth and rinse it around and spit it out.
Oh, yeah.
Just to kind of,
Nice.
change up the thing. And I'd just done the mouthwash and there was alcohol in the mouthwash. And I was like, oh, officer, could it be this mouthwash? And he's like, oh, maybe. Okay, what we'll do is we'll do another test with the little nozzle thing and you'll blow into that and that'll take air directly from your lungs. So that way it won't read any of the alcohol. And I'm like, okay, yeah, fair enough. So I do the second test. Beep.
Yeah.
Failed again. .03.
Were you fucking drinking it, bro?
Yeah, I was it's like .03. He's like, that's still over the legal limit. You will have to, he even gave me the old step out of the vehicle, sir. And I'm like, officer, sorry, I'm so sorry, but it has to be the mouthwash. He's like, fine. If it's the mouthwash, you can sit here for 15 minutes. I'm going to go over there. And when I come back, we'll do it again. If you fail that time, you're getting out of the car. And you're going to get your fine, get arrested and whatnot. So then for 15 minutes, and he didn't pull other cars into the RBT at that point. He just went and sit on a plastic green chair outside their drug testing van and just looked at me for 15 minutes.
That would have been a long 15 minutes.
Oh, mate, and I'm sweating the whole time, just so nervous. And I was like, I wanted to drink something. I wanted to, because I had a coffee in the car. I was like, man, I should drink this coffee. That'll help. But he was specifically told me, he's like, do not drink anything. Do not put anything in your mouth. I will be watching you. You just sit there. So he just watched me the whole time. And then 15 minutes later, he came back over. I did the breath test. Blew 0. Thank Christ. It was just the mouthwash.
And
I was so relieved. I started winding the window up and put my license back. And he goes, hold up, wait a minute, sir. Still got to do your drug test. Did the drug test, and that has to wait another 10 minutes. So I was there for about half an hour on the side of the road. I live in a small town too. So the amount of people that knew me that drove past and was like, oh, Phillip's been drinking. It was legitimately one of the scariest things that's ever happened to me.
That is fucking classic, bro, to think you were that cocky and then you just got fucking shut down, bro. That is classic you, just walking in I'm fucking all good, and then you just shit the bed. But wait, I would have been so scared. That's pretty intense.
Man, when he switched
you start questioning yourself.
Oh, yeah. When he switched the body camera on, I was like, what the fuck is about to happen? I was legitimately shitting myself.
Can we get that footage, bro? I'd love to see that.
I asked him when the drug test came back negative and I was actually allowed to go. I asked him because I was on my way to work, and I was terribly late for work by the time I left there because I'd been sitting there for 45 minutes. I was like, "Oh, could I get a photo with the officers? The people the people at work will have a bit of a laugh about this." And he leaned down. He didn't really need to lean down. He wasn't that short, but he leaned down a bit and looked at me. He's like, I don't think that's appropriate for today. please drive on. And I'm like, what the fuck?
True.
Man, just little person syndrome this whole time. Just, man, it's fucking...
Fuck.
I reckon there should be a rule. If you're under 5'4", you shouldn't be allowed to be a police officer because you have just fucking anger issues. It's fucking bullshit.
Oh, fucking hell, bro. That's a good story, man. I really appreciate that. That was a good one, bro. Bloody good storyteller.
Oh, thanks, buddy. How's this beer sitting with you? I'm about halfway through
Bro.
this can.
I was gonna this isn't the first time I've tried this, just to let all the listeners know. But this, man, is a fucking beautiful beer.
It's so nice.
This is an entry level beer to get in if you want to go from your standard Tuies or like DB Export like I've drunk like over in New Zealand, and you want to get into craft beer. This XPA is 100% a stepping stone.
Yeah, I 100% agree on that. I think Coopers do a very good job of making a basic beer in a basic beer out of a beer that's not usually basic, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yep.
Because like this isn't.
Because it does say. Yeah,
no, you go.
It's fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh, I just say like how they're saying it's a smooth and well balanced extra pale ale. And I think on their website they were saying they wanted an easy drinking XPA.
It is
because I guess that Coopers are trying to market obviously to a broader horizon, which where they're not a craft brewery where they're trying to just hit that craft market. They've done a bloody good job at seeing that craft market and see that everyone's kind of, well, a lot of people are keen to get into the craft brew, like hazy IPAs, XPA, sorry, all the different ones there are, and they're grabbing a little piece of that market and making it their own, and it's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, and because it's such a well-trusted and well-known brand, especially here in Australia, like, it's so good for such a big brand to be doing such a, a quote-unquote niche type of beer, you know what I mean? Like, if, you know, if 4X starts coming out with an XPA or anything like that, you know, it'd probably be the same thing where it's, you know, it won't be as good, but you know what I mean? Like, it's a trusted beer name with a beer that a lot of people might not trust, if you know what I mean. Like, a lot of your
100%.
basic beer.
It's fucking nice.
Oh, man, it makes me burp so much. That I do truly love this. It's so nice.
And the can, man, that purple can is fucking beautiful.
It's a really pretty colour. I really like the set colour of the Coopers thing. I like how they've just gone for a colour difference and stuff like that. They don't change the label. They just change the colour. It's beautiful. Love it. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's a all-rounder. So we have we have some really good friends down in Queenstown, Aoife and Dots. I think I have spoken about them on the pod before. But again, now I don't know if I've spoken on the one that got deleted or
just
fucked
repeat
up by the vacuum
repeat
cleaner.
it, yeah.
Anyway. But we did maybe I did say it on the last one. We started doing we've done twice now, like a Skype date because they're down in Queenstown, and we're obviously up on the North Island, so South Island, North Island, and we've done a Skype thing where we've done like a beer tasting night where they've gone and bought beers down at Queenstown. We've bought beers up here, Zoomed, and then we started taking notes and we did some blind tastings and stuff as well, and so we'd pick 4 beers, we'd all pick a beer each, and we picked like an Aussie beer, an American beer, and then they're Irish, so they picked 2 Irish beers. Or we picked an Irish and a New Zealand, sorry. And then we wrote down all of our reviews. We had different categories and rated them out of 5. And this beat every beer on that, out of the 4 that we picked that day.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
So that everyone loved it. Like everyone, Aoife and Dots loved it. Elise loved it. It was a bloody crowd pleaser.
Yeah, it truly is. It's a XPA for everyone, I think. And I think that's definitely what we were saying, like with the market that Coopers has gone for. Like, I think they're determined to make a craft beer for everyone. Because like I've been buying a lot of a lot of beer online through an app called Booze Bud here in Australia, and they sell a lot of craft beer and stuff like that. And I recently bought 4 different types of craft beer off there. I got a peanut butter porter, I think it was a peanut butter porter.
That looked good.
A Mexican hot chocolate stout and a rice lager. And, you know, the peanut butter porter was fantastic, and the rice lager was good, and the hot chocolate stout was a bit much for me. I didn't really like it. But with every single one of those 4 beers, they weren't drinkable. They were all drinkable, but they weren't drinkable than more than like 1 or 2 cans in a night.
Yeah.
Like the peanut butter one was maybe one I could have. I think one night I had 2 of those in close succession and was like, oh yeah, this is fine. But this XPA, like I only bought a 6-pack, but that 6-pack will be gone by this afternoon. Like,
100%.
Deleted.
Same in my
and
house.
I find it. I've hit that wall a few times with craft beer where it's a great beer, but it's not drinkable. And sometimes I just want to drink. You know what I mean? God, that fucking sounds depressed.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, bro. I'm 100% there. Like, I don't think that's. I mean, it could be depressing, but anyway, that's where we are.
Yeah.
But no, how much did a 6-pack of these Coopers cost in Australia?
21 Australian dollars per 6-pack. So it's dirt cheap. Dirt cheap.
It's 20. It was $20 in New Zealand
I think
for a fucking 6-pack.
That's the closest the prices have ever been. Like usually I'm paying like double or triple what you're paying. But yeah, no, it's always nice and cheap. It's always on special. Man, it's sick.
And it's Australian, like this is 6 generations of one family.
Yeah.
I had a look on their website, and if you wanted to check out their website, I'm going to do a bit more reading up on it. It's a fucking cool history, but there's Coopers, there's 6 generations, they still own it, and they're saying on their website, they're like, fuck everyone else, we're not going to sell it.
Yeah.
Like, we're an Aussie, the oldest family-owned brew company.
That's fantastic. I really like that.
I know, so I love that, man.
I think, and this is just going to be completely, like, I might have to call this segment, like, dad chat. But fuck, I hate saying this, but as a father, or no, just as someone who has, young kids and is starting a family, and especially, I'm in a pretty unique position. I don't know if it's that unique, but I'm the first of a lineage, if you know what that means. Like, because I've changed my last name and we created our new last name, it kind of feels like we're the base of the start of a family tree that'll hopefully,
Yeah, bro, that's fucking cool.
So there's part of me that's like, man, it'd be nice to like start a brewery that goes for like 6 generations, something that's that sustainable and long living as especially as a family owned or a family named thing. That'd be sick. I mean, that'd be like my grandchildren's grandchildren doing Lords of the Dorktown, which if I start a podcasting legacy, like that may be the fucking saddest thing I've ever heard. The Riot Family, the original podcast legacy. Oh, kill me. Fucking hell.
Fuck, that's funny, bro.
I've finished this can, and I don't want to crack another one because I'm just going to drink that really quickly. But I've got another beer here that I might review before you review your next beer, if that's all right.
Yeah, bro, go hard.
So
I've just slapped another one, so I was just going to quickly drink that. So yeah, and then I can do mine once you've done yours. Easy peasy.
So this is a beer that I saw. I think it is. It's the same brand of beer that I reviewed in our first Lords of the Bottle episode, Tinnies. I think one of the first beers I reviewed was a Tinnies XPA. But this is by the brand Tinnies. It is a hot craft bun ale. So what this is a hot cross bun flavoured beer. It comes in at 1.4 standard drinks, and it is described as cookie dough, spice, ginger, and cinnamon. And the little blurb says, excuse me, back when prawn cocktails were fine dining, and what the hell? I can't even read that. It's so small. Sorry, it's so small. The can's so like condensed up. I can't fucking.
That beer's fucking hit ya.
So back when prawn cocktails were fine dining and labels were big enough to take an eye out, beer in a can was called a tinny. From simpler times come the inspiration for this modern craft beer with a classic Aussie name. Cheers, mate. Oh, so that's just why it's called Tinnies. I thought that'd be something about the hot cross bun, but anyway, this excites me, and I'm very keen to crack in. So let's crack this open.
Yeah, like fuck, you've been getting some really good like beers where I haven't seen a lot of stuff like that in New Zealand, and I'd be keen to try all of these beers that you've been sending me like snaps of, and
yeah, I've been
like, man,
I've gone on a real craft beer tear, and I've been really like I always have been drinking a lot of craft beer, but usually I was drinking a little bit of craft beer and then a lot of wine. Where lately I've just been drinking a lot of craft beer, and I haven't bought a bottle of wine in like a month or two now.
Nah, same. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, it just fell off. But I've cracked this, and it just it smells like a bag of hot cross buns.
Oh man, I love that. But see, it's going to be interesting because it's like a beer as well. Like I'm really interested to see what it's like.
So the first thing you taste is like a.
Excuse me.
The first thing you taste is like the I suppose you'd call it the cookie dough taste. So it's like a kind of sweet kind of batter taste almost, like a cake batter.
Yep.
And then immediately followed just by cinnamon and beer flavor. And like, I'm not picking up any spice or ginger like they said there would be. I'm just getting like that cookie dough kind of batter and then a lot of cinnamon.
Yeah.
But it is fantastic.
Is it?
Like I was saying before that like the other fancy craft beers that I got, like the weird flavors like the peanut butter and the rice lager and the hot chocolate weren't drinkable. Man, I would crush a 6-pack of this.
Fuck, I think, yeah, from doing this podcast, I think we do have a lot of similar tastes. So, like, if you don't like something, I feel like, or if you like something, I'd kind of like that. So I'm definitely keen to, when I come to Oz, we've got to get all of these beers and sit down and have a slap.
I might go this afternoon, actually, no, tomorrow, and buy a 4-pack of this and stash it away for when you come over to Oz, because I know this is an Easter exclusive, and I picked up one of the last beer, like 2 of the last beers I had on the shelf. Okay. But I did see a 4-pack, so I'll go buy a 4-pack of this and I'll stash it away for us when you come over, because this is fantastic.
That'd be mean.
I do think you would really enjoy this one. It's just that cookie dough taste, man. It's so nice.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not like a dessert beer. Like I would definitely be fine drinking this with a meal. It's not too overpowering in a flavor that it's, it's a meal in itself, but man, fucking fantastic. God, it's good.
Nice, bro. It's pretty crazy. Like I want to know how the fuck did they brew that? How are they infusing those flavors?
Yeah, I mean, as someone who, like, I work in the food industry, and like I've done a bit of study and research into like jobs where it's like where you're a creative officer for someone like that, like for a big company who's in charge of coming up with new flavors and combination. And from what I understand, it's basically just a shit ton of trial and error. Basically, you make 100 different types of beer in a certain flavor, and then you just figure out which one's the best, which one's the most marketable. True. So yeah, I think it's just a shit ton of trial and error, which it sounds fun, honestly.
Yeah, man. But do you reckon that they've been the flavors of the hot cross bun is like, obviously that's not natural, right? Because like Coopers are all about their natural flavors and stuff, saying that they're not putting no preservatives or anything. Do you reckon that's like added preservatives and flavor, like they've added flavors, and because you can't do that with hops, surely? Hey, so that's
I'd say this one's because I just pulled this from the 6-pack. There's not a bunch of ingredients list on here, but I imagine this is a bunch of artificial colors and flavorings. Even like, so
they've just made like a basic beer and then added stuff to it.
Yeah, I would say it does just taste like a basic ale, with the cinnamon and cookie dough kind of flavor. Yeah, I'd say it's a very heavily processed beer. But yeah.
But hey,
I fucking
give
love
it a go, man. I'd definitely give it a go.
Have you?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a thing in New Zealand, but we're getting a new flavour of Smith chips in Australia, which always seems to cause a bit of a stir. We're getting a lamb and gravy chip. So,
okay.
Have you had any experience with like weird chip flavours? Because like it's such a thing in Australia, and it's been a thing for as long as I can remember, like an obscure chip flavour.
Yeah, we've got, I miss Smith's chips, bro. Fucking hell, bro. Like, fuck, they're the best chips, man. But over here they have Bluebird.
Smith's chips are like the bottom of my list on chips. I think they're the worst chips you can get, in all honesty.
Yeah, true. Well, okay, so I mean, I'm just thinking back to when I was a kid and you get little Tarzos in the fucking things, you know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, you're right. You are right. There are better chips. But I mean, for your standard shitty chips, I do miss them. But yeah, so we have bluebirds over here. And so all the colorings over here are different to Oz as well.
Oh, yeah. I remember someone telling me that, like, salt and vinegar isn't purple over there.
Nah.
That fucking blows my mind.
And chicken's like orange. It's
that
not
makes
green, which makes sense.
Makes more the fact that chicken flavored chips in Australia are green colored. It's fucking like wild. Like, but I remember this might be like a year ago now. Smith's came up with like a duo chip, so they'd have two different flavors of chips in one bag that were supposed to simulate like one flavor.
Okay.
And in Australia, we got the garlic bread flavored chips, and my wife, like, I remember once I had to go into Big W because they still had some on the shelf and just buy 10 packets for her so I could stash them in the top of the pantry to sustain her for the next 6 months while they vanished off the shelves. Like, they were her favorite.
Were they that good?
Oh, I didn't think they were fine. I thought they were fine, but she just demolished them. She loved them.
Oh, true. Because that's what I was going to say. Over here, they've just come out with the garlic bread chips, Bluebird. So I'll give them a go then. And I bought southern fried chicken chips the other day.
Oh, sick! Yeah, we did I don't know if you listened to it, but we did an episode way back, like maybe one of the first bonus episodes we ever did was like a candy review, and we reviewed some Japanese. Kentucky Fried chips, like Kentucky Fried flavored chips. And I think I've bought like another packet or two since then because they're like my favorite chip now. They're so good. They just taste like KFC skin in a chip form. It's scrumptious.
Fuck yeah, bro.
So good.
But of course I've listened to the pod. I'm a fucking massive fan, bro. I'm a fucking fanboy.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I fucking love it, bro. Because I bought Tayo for his birthday some of those grape.
Soda things.
Those grape drinks those grape sodas that he loves.
Fuck yeah.
I bought it off that website and sent him some like a couple of lollies and shit.
Oh, that's funny because when I went over to your folks' place, I gave your parents or your mum and your stepdad a bottle of the 19 Crimes wine that we reviewed on the Lords of the Bottle-O.
Yeah, bro.
And they were like, "Oh, it's the same one Callum gave us," and I was like, "Oh, that cheeky son of a bitch got in here first."
Yeah, bro. See, that's what I mean. We're our tastes are the same, and they loved it, man. And it's That is still. I haven't drunk that in a while. I think I need to go out and get another bottle of that.
I think the Snoop Dogg flavor of the 19 Crumbs wine is available now, so we'll have to go in on that.
Yes, we need to do a wine episode then, and we're going to get pretty lit.
Yeah.
So, should I slap this one?
Yeah, crack into it.
Give it a go. So yeah, I've got it's called Golden Hour, and bro, I am so on the hazies. It isn't fucking funny at the moment. Anything hazy, I will drink. Hazy XPAs, hazy IPAs. I even saw there was a hazy Pilsner, which, I mean, I might give that a go. But again, I haven't drunk Pilsners for a while.
Yeah, I haven't had Pilsners for fucking ages.
Yeah, they used to be my go-to, but I've definitely moved up the ladder. But this hazy XPA, so it's called Mount Brewing Co. So like in Tauranga, there's a suburb called Mount Maunganui, where there's a giant old extinct volcano, which is right on the coast there.
Yep.
So this is a local brew company. It's 4.7% ABV. And I got this. So they have a couple of places where they sell this beer. There's this one place called Rising Tide, and it's this. Excuse me. That beer does make you burp.
Yeah, it really does.
It's our local like go-to place. Like if anyone comes to Tauranga, we take them to Rising Tide. You can get. They don't have a massive menu, but you can get your dumplings. You can get gravy chips. Man, it's fucking on point. They've got 50 beers on tap, and this is my favorite beer at the moment. Like, this beer is fucking unbelievable.
Fuck yeah.
And again, I think you would love it, bro. And just wait till you see the colour of it.
Oh, so he's just pouring it now for me. For me, for him.
I'm trying to do a better job. Yeah, I wish I could hand it.
Mate, the dream.
Yeah, that'd be fucking wicked, eh? But yeah, like the colour of it, man,
wow.
it's like nice and
Yeah, that's wicked. For the listeners at home, it's the very hazy, but it's like almost like it's like
a creamy hazy.
Yeah, it looks like a big bowl, or like a big stein glass full of like a butterscotch sauce almost. Like it's got that color.
Yeah.
It looks nice though,
and it fucking smells so fruity, man. And this beer, I'm gonna say it straight off the bat, is not for your average punter. You've got to love a fucking fruity beer.
Yep.
If you gave this to someone, like if Tayo had a sip of this, he'd fucking throw it back in my face. He'd be like, that's some fucking garbage shit. That is fucking trash. But honestly, this is my favourite beer at the moment, so I'll give it a wee slappy.
Oh, that sounded great.
Oh. Bro, the taste of hops you get from this is unbelievable.
For the listeners at home, Callum's face has literally just become like electrified. He's that fucking happy. He's so happy.
And I just started using my hands to describe shit. I'm like just fucking on cloud 9 at the moment, bro. Like this is honestly my favourite beer.
That's fantastic.
It is just fucking beautiful, bro. It's hopefully, because my mum's going to be coming over soon because the border's open. So I might see if she can fucking sneak some of these back into Australia.
I'll send some of these with her then, I reckon. I reckon we do a little beer exchange with your mum.
Yeah, bro.
We'll see how much extra luggage space she has, and I think we spoke about this on the Lost episode, but we might do a bit of a care package for each other for a Lords of the Bottle app.
We fucking Nicky New special delivery.
Hey, the Nicky New delivery service sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, shout out Nicky New. But yeah, so this will be like, bro, this is just fucking, this is unbelievable. I can't even form a sentence. I fucking love this that much.
That's fantastic. I'm really excited to try this.
It's a fucking beautiful beer, bro. Yeah, it's a fucking absolute beautiful beer.
Before we... so we are going to review another drink tonight. It's fire. We're going to review some Fireball cinnamon flavored whiskey. But before we get into that, on you as a fan of the show, Callum, you would know on the Lords of the Dorktown episodes, the main episodes of this podcast, I'm having a lot of fun doing fun little segments. And buddy, I've got a fun little segment for you. This is the brand new debut segment just for you, buddy. I'm gonna call.
Fuck, bro! I've been waiting for one of these, bro. I've been waiting for one. I'm loving it.
I'm gonna call it Around the Twist or Twisted Around. So this is a game show segment where I'm going to tell you I'm going to give you 4 descriptions of Around the Twist episodes. So for listeners out there, Around the Twist was a Australian kids show. That was fucking bonkers. It was absolutely insane and
fucking mental.
Most of it was nightmare fuel. Just go out and Google Around the Twist episodes and have a bunch of fun. I do have a little intro, so I'll play that now.
Mean.
Happen? Are you going round a twist? Have you ever felt like this? Have strange things happen? Are you going round a twist? Well, have you heard the word about the bird and the spider? It wiggled and wriggled and jiggled inside. Well, have you ever felt like this? Have strange things happen? Are you going round a twist? Have you ever?
So this is Around the Twist.
Fucking hell, bro. That has brought me back, man. I fucking loved that show.
That intro fucking slaps so hard. So this is Around the Twist or Twisted Around. So as I said, I'll give you the synopsis of a Around the Twist episode, and you tell me if it is Around the Twist and a real episode, or if it's Twisted Around and it's a fake episode. Okay. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so, and for every one you get wrong, I'd say you have to have a shot of Fireball. What do you say?
Okay, sweet.
Yeah?
Yep.
And for everyone
then we'll add it up at the end.
Yep. Sounds good. Just get all the burps out before we start.
I'm excited.
I'm so burpy.
Right, let's get it.
Okay, so question 1 Is this around the twist or twisted around? As a result of a lightning strike, a TV remote becomes imbued with the power to control reality. The Twist family then use it to win a spaghetti-eating competition that results in projectile vomiting over the audience and onlookers. Is that around the twist, or is that twisted around?
That was around the twist.
Ding, 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 correct. That is around the twist. A fantastic episode.
Yeah, I wanted to say it straight away because I was like, yep, I'm digging deep into some memories here, man, because fuck, that was a long time ago, but I loved that show.
Okay, so question 2. When Bronson swallows a rare type of fish, it turns his penis into a propeller. This allows him to win a spinning race as his penis propels him through the water. Is that twisted around, or is that around the twist?
That's around the twist, bro. Isn't that the one where he pisses in the urinal and it goes? Is that same episode?
I think that's a different episode.
Oh, that's another one. But yeah, I do remember that one. That rare fish, and he's like, he like smashes along the. Fuck. Thinking about these episodes, man, they were pretty fucked.
It was all fucking crook as. So 2 from 2 so far. Let's see how we go. Okay, question 3. When the Twist family brings a new painting home from the op shop, Bronson soon falls in love with the lady in the painting. When kissing it, he discovers he is now gifted with the lips of Casanova and can charm any man or woman. Is that around the twist or twisted around?
Oh. Like, at gut feeling, I think it is an episode, but then I don't know if you've combined other episodes. So I'm going to go that is an episode, but it might not be. I'm going to say it is.
Bah! Fail. That is completely fake. I made that one up. That is one...
Oh, fuck, that was good.
Thank you, buddy. That's one shot at a fireball.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so question 4. The final...
But that fucking sounds like that should be a fucking episode.
I know. Question 4. Okay, while running from bullies and in desperate need to urinate, Peter stops near a strange tree and relieves himself, only to learn that the strange tree is home to a dyad who tells Peter that he is going to be a father, and that worse, he is the one carrying the baby. Is that around the twist, or is that twisted around?
Fucking 100% that is. I fucking remember that episode. He gets like the big belly and like he falls in love with... Yeah, that is...
Ding, ding, ding. Correct. That is around the twist. 3 from 4. Not a bad effort there, my friend. Around the Twist is a fucking cooked show, by the way. Like, it's fucking so cooked.
I was talking to Tyson probably not like a couple years ago, and if you go on YouTube and you type in like top 5, I think, scariest episodes of the Around the Twist, and this, I hope that Tyson, he's probably going to listen to this, and I hope this doesn't fucking give him flashbacks. But the fucking Scarecrow episode. So, do you remember that one?
A little bit of behind the scenes. I actually rang Tyson, and me and him worked on this segment together. And he originally suggested that I do the Scarecrow episode, but I figured you'd get that one straight away. Scarecrow episode is like fucking nightmare fuel. It is so scary.
The Scarecrow jumps through that fucking tiny little window, the round window in their front door, and chases them. I remember Tyson and I as kids, we hid behind the couch and we were shitting ourselves.
Yeah,
Mum had to change it over, like turn it over.
There was an episode that was like a dust bunny under their bed.
Yeah.
That episode like legitimately scared me. Like, I was petrified of that episode. I swear half of Around the Twist was like weird sex stuff, like rolling around penises or boys getting pregnant, or just fucking nightmare fuel. And there was no in between. Yeah. It was fucking...
Or there was that giant bird one as well.
Oh, yeah, that was fucked. For international listeners, please do us a favor and go out and check out Around the Twist. It is fantastic. And that wraps up this week's segment of Around the Twist or Twisted Around. You.
Fuck, bro. I love that, man. That was awesome. And I have a fun little fact for you. When I was younger, I actually met Bronson. Not the first Bronson, but the red-headed Bronson.
The best Bronson. Yeah. Fuck, where'd you meet him?
I met him... at School Spectacular, bro. When we lived in Lightning Ridge, I went to School Spectacular, which was like where they went around to rural towns and picked kids to go to the Sydney Entertainment Centre.
Yeah.
And he was there that year. I've got a book with like my photo in and his photo there, and he signed the book. And
Oh man,
bro, another time I'll tell you some stories of like how dramatic I was as a kid there, and he had to kind of save me out of some fucking me being sad. But yeah, so I met him, bro, and like literally backstage with him in the same like dressing room and stuff, and signed my book and everything.
Man,
bro.
that like I can't think of a more famous person for when we were kids was the people from Around the Twist. Either that or the host of ABC3, like fucking the most famous people you could think of when you're a kid. I remember once...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man, this is a reference that only people who grew up in New South Wales, Australia, will understand. But do you remember Tim Burton, the weatherman? The surfing weatherman from Sydney who looks like a fucking fossil these days? Bro. We saw him once at a... Oh, where did we see him? I think it was a servo in Newcastle or something like that. We saw him. And for like a day after, Mum was still going like, we saw Tim Burton at the... Is it Tim Burton? I don't think it's Tim Burton. I think Tim Burton's a completely different person. What's his name? Tim Burton's the fucking director. No, fuck, I can't think of... Anyway, he's a Sydney weather guy. He's a surfing Sydney weather guy. I need to Google his name. Sydney weather surfing guy. This should get...
And here I am fucking agreeing with you like I fucking know. But I can see his face. But again, I'm bad with names, so I can't remember fucking names. So if it is his name, if it isn't, but I do remember who you're talking about. Can you not find
I'm finding it. Sydney weather guy, Channel 10. Like, this is so niche. Who cares? Tim Bailey. It's his.
Hey.
And he is absolutely loving it, as he would say. Man, that's a story that fucking no one cares about. That's so fucking bullshit.
But that's those fucking XPAs talking, bro. You're just fucking yarning, bro.
Brother, I believe you owe me a shot of Fireball. But before you do the shot, should we have a little taste of Fireball cinnamon flavored whiskey?
So so that one you said, like the one I got wrong.
Yep.
Did you and Tyson both come up with that, or was that did you?
That's all from the dome, brother.
Fuck that! You could have been a writer, bro. I swear there was an episode kind of like that.
I can't remember. Yeah, I just kind of
something along those lines.
Yeah,
but that was good, man.
Oh, thanks,
I
buddy.
like that. That was good.
Have you had Fireball before?
I have had it. Well, so when Elise and I and Mum and Jamie, we went to Hawaii about probably 4 years ago. So my parents, like Mum and Jamie, could meet Elise's parents.
Yep.
And we stayed over there. And we, like a little bottle of this, like 200 ml Fireball was like $3, or I don't know, maybe not $3, but it was fucking like cheap.
Yeah.
And I remember Tyson was banging on about it, and I hadn't tried it. So I think we bought a big bottle, a massive bottle, that over here would be like $60. We got it for like $10. So that was the first time I tried it, and I remember we bought Tyson like they had some layers, I think.
Lays, yeah.
What are they
Lays.
called? Lays, yeah. That's the one. Yeah, so it had some of them with Fireball in it.
Oh, sick.
And we brought some of that back for Tyson. I think it had like 10 bottles on it, and it was maybe, again, that was like $3, and we brought that back for Tyre. And yes, that was the first time that I had it, man, and it was. I love cinnamon, like Big Red, the chewing gum. Anything cinnamon, I am on board.
Yeah, I like a cinnamon donut, but that's about as cinnamony as I get. Like I didn't mind the cinnamon in that Hot Craft bun ale I just tried, but yeah, I'm not a massive cinnamon guy. I'm just we'll have a quick.
Aren't you? Okay.
We'll have a quick swig of this.
Bucket smells good, bro.
Woo! Oh, that puts a fire in your belly.
Oh. Bro, that is beautiful.
Whew. Oh boy, that's so nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so
I love cinnamon all day, bro. Like I said, cinnamon donut is my go-to donut.
Fresh
glazed donuts, they can fucking get
fucker. Like nothing, no donut in the world will ever be better than a fresh, hot cinnamon donut. That is the peak of all donuts. Anything else you're doing is wrong.
100%.
That That's Fireball is fantastic. I got onto Fireball because one of my work colleagues, Brittany, and her partner Tim, who I'm hoping will listen to this. Hey Tim, if you're listening, they're big Fireball
Shout
people,
out.
and they were Brittany was talking about it one day at work, and I was like, oh, okay, I've heard of it and I've tried it a few times, but maybe I'll try this. And what I've been doing is at night, before I go to brush my teeth, I'll have a sneaky little shot of Fireball. And I just find it's like the perfect like little shot of alcohol to have just before you go to bed. You just go to bed with just like a warm feeling in your tummy.
Yeah.
I fucking love Fireball, man. It's so good.
Nah, this is getting a fucking 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Man. This shit is on point.
I think if I had to like actually rate and review these beers I drank, I'd give XPA, a 5 out of 5 for aesthetics, a 5 out of 5 for taste, probably a 4 out of 5 for like alcohol percentage. I kind of wish these weren't 1.5 sometimes. I think if this was like a 1.2 or a 1.3, I could drink a 6-pack without kind of disappearing.
That's why you'd like these. These are 1.2. These are Phil. This is Phil all over. Look at that. Even that color, that's screaming.
Callum
Phil.
is showing me the
Golden
Hour Hazy XPA. It's a beautiful can too. Design wise, that's great.
Yeah.
And the Hotcroft Bun Ale, 4 out of 3 out of 5 for aesthetics. It's a kind of boring can, but a 5 out of 5 for taste because it's fantastic. And Fireball is 5 out of 5 across the board. I love the design of their little mascot, the fire breathing dragon dude thingy.
Yeah. Demon thing.
Yeah,
yes.
I just love everything it's doing. It's fantastic. What about you, Callum?
Yeah, I'm going to say, the Coopers, again, like I don't know if it's because I live in New Zealand and I'm becoming more and more like missing home, and I just fucking love knowing that it's Australian made, Australian owned. Like that really tugs at my heart chords. But I mean, in honest, I do like supporting. Same in here in New Zealand. I'm not a Kiwi, but I love supporting New Zealand owned, New Zealand companies. So I really love that. Respect that they're 6 generations deep, and they're like, and I'm sure they've had offers, man, from big beer companies with a ton of money saying like fuck, we'll pay you out to buy your beer company, and they've just gone, fuck you, we're just going to do it ourselves. So now the beer, the can, I'm getting 5s all around. I mean, okay, so maybe on the taste, I might give it a 4, to be honest, actually, because I love... Phil in the background is just slapping Fireball down. I'm trying to talk here, and Phil is just slapping them down. Like, fucking unbelievable.
That bottle's basically gone now. I love Fireball, man.
Fucking hell, bro.
Gone.
You just fucking slapped it, bro. But, I think I'll give it 5s all round. Taste, I'll give it a 4, because I personally love a really hoppy XPA. So, but I mean, entry level, try this beer if you want to get into craft beers. Fucking give this a hoon, man. Give this a go. This is fucking fire. Coopers, you're doing it right.
Agreed.
And then I'm gonna say Golden Hour again. The can, it's like a bluey. What type of blue would you class that as? What are we talking about? Like a light blue,
pale
or
sky blue.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. And then it's got orange writing, and it's Golden Hour. It's got the mount in the back, which is the Mount Maunganui in Tauranga is fucking beautiful. And there actually is a Māori name for it, which I can't pronounce, so sorry to any of the listeners. But I'll work on that. But yeah, so it's got an orange label as well, and it's a local company, and I'm fucking all for this. And it's 1.2 standard drink, so you can slap this down, but it has such a powerful hoppy taste. Like, it is insane. Like I said, if you don't like hoppy beers, do not drink this, but if you love it, man, fucking get at it. And like I said, hopefully I can send this back to you, Phil, because I reckon you'll be all on board on this. Again, it's only maybe you could drink 1 or 2 of them, but it's fucking beautiful, bro.
Fantastic.
And Fireball, fucking crowd pleaser, man.
Man, as someone who just drank a shit ton of Fireball's fucking fantastic. It's so good.
I think I'll give you 2 shots for getting it wrong, because I feel a bit fucking... I thought I would have got 4 out of 4, so fucking you got me on that.
Oh, so Callum's
So I'll do my shot.
Callum's pouring up his shot. There it is. That's a big 2 shots.
Oh, that smells like Hawaii. I'm reliving it.
Here's to Callum, he's true blue. Hey, he's a piss pot through and through. Hey, he's a bastard, so they say. He tried to went to heaven, but he went the other way. He went down, 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 down. Oh, what do we think of Callum? He's all right. A little flat-chested, but he's all right.
Chested, but he's all right. Oh, fucking hell, bro. That brings me back.
We might wrap it up.
So,
oh, well, you got something else?
oh, sorry. Can I just ask one quick question? You know how you said that your workmates or your mates from work, how do they drink their Fireball? Are they just
straight,
taking
straight, yeah. I can't imagine anyone would mix Fireball with anything, really. I think it's perfect straight.
Could you mix it with lemonade?
No, I don't. I think I would just drink it straight. The other night
Okay.
I was having it on glass with a few drops of water in it. On ice with a few drops of water in it, like a bit of water just to water it down. But yeah, no, I can't imagine mixing this with anything, honestly.
Okay. And then how much would a bottle? How much did your bottle cost?
$10 dues for this one, but that was on special.
Fuck, that's cheap.
On special.
Okay. This was 17.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got mine like half price. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, nice. Okay, cool.
We'll wrap it up there. It has been a fucking ripper of an episode, Callum. I'm so excited to have you back.
Yeah, bro.
I'm so excited to do this, and hopefully this one doesn't get fucking deleted or vacuumed up or whatever other nonsense happens to the fucking cursed bottle of episodes. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Lords of Dorktown. Follow Callum on his Instagram at CalThompson19, I believe.
Yep. Correct.
Yeah, make sure if you want to get in contact with the pod, just drop us a line at lordsofdorktown@gmail.com. Otherwise than that, man, keep it dorky. Callum, you want to sign us off?
Yeah, peace out. Much love from Aotearoa.
Just a week ago, crew at my house, and we party every weekend. So on the radio, that's my favorite song. Make me bounce around like I don't know, like I won't be here long. Now the thrill is gone, got no patience, cause I'm not a doctor. Go, why is you lying? Girl, why you Mufasa? Yeah, me casa su casa. Got it spit like Gaza. Got so high off.